Hi everyone, I'm Agneet, and today I'll be presenting our work on the robustness of language guidance for low-level vision tasks, findings from depth estimation, which will be presented at CVPR 2024. Recently, language guidance has been leveraged to perform low-level vision tasks such as depth estimation. In this work, we take a deeper look at the natural language prior in such a setting. Specifically, we benchmark the effectiveness of various forms of language supervision and understand the robustness of such methods to distribution shifts. VPD, published in ICCV 2023, is one such method that takes as input a RGB image and its scene level descriptions, such as a photo of a cat, and performs depth estimation on the input RGB image. Its pipeline consists of a pre-trained clip text encoder and a VQGAN image encoder, with the stable diffusion UNet learned as part of the training loop. Firstly, we benchmark the effectiveness of various forms of language guidance. To do that, we develop a pipeline that creates diverse natural language sentences. Specifically, given a RGB image, we use its ground truth depth and segmentation maps to generate sentences that depict 3D spatial relationships between objects. We also use image captioners to create more diversity in addition to scene level baseline instructions. Our first finding is that under supervised settings, despite using explicit low level sentences that denote exact localization, the model suffers a performance degradation. Under zero shot conditions, as more level sentences is added, model performance decreases. Here, we present a qualitative result. As can be seen, the best performance is achieved with the scene level sentences. As more sentences are added, the model tends to lose its ability to localize, sometimes applying a smooth mask irrespective of the depth. We further find that such a model needs enough scene level representation to achieve good performance. As more sentences are added, a better scene understanding is developed, which helps model performance. Visually, too, as more sentences are added, the depth maps slowly converge towards the baseline results. To conclude, such models currently possess a strong scene level bias. Counterintuitively, we find that such models do well with scene level semantics, but low level representations are not well understood. Next, we focus on the robustness and distribution shift aspects of such models. We develop an object level masking paradigm where we mask one object in the image and provide an additional sentence that describes relative positioning of the object. Compared to AdaBins, which is a vision only method, we find that VPD has a larger drop in performance. In this setting, we define a new train test split of NYUV2 such that there is no scene overlap between the two sets. Consequently, we find that under this setting, vision only methods show a greater degree of robustness. We find similar trends when testing on the Sun RGB dataset in a zero shot manner. This is surprising because there is a large intersection between NYUV2 and Sun RGBD in terms of their scene types. To conclude, we find that vision only methods are more robust in compared to current language guided depth estimators. We further perform a study to understand if foundational models also suffer in a similar manner. We experiment with CLIP, where we compute the CLIP score between ground truth image and sentences and create adversarial sentences, switching the spatial relationships and objects respectively. We find the score to be very similar, indicating a lower semantic understanding of the spatial nuances, with sometimes the incorrect sentences having a higher score. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for your time. We also invite you to check our project webpage, which consists of our paper, code, and data. Thank you.